Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am here today with my August TBR, and this is quite an exciting one because I actually go on holiday in August, so we're going to try and choose some holiday reads within this TBR as well. I apologise if the lighting isn't great. It's so gloomy outside, I've had to put like artificial lighting on. Also apologies if I look like a bit of a sweaty mess. It's because I have just showered and gotten ready, but I'm just roasted. It's so muggy today and I am simply not thriving. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into our TBR for August. So as always, I'm going to use the TBR jar. I said last month I was going to refresh this and put some new prompts in. Have I done that? No, I haven't. Honestly, time has just got away from me this month. I can't believe it's already time for me to be filming this. But anyway, I'm just going to shut up and do it. I don't know how many books to choose, maybe 10? Should we see? First prompt, a book with 400 plus pages. What a just absolutely fantastic start to proceedings. Thank you. Okay, what have we got on here that is 400? I don't know what we have got. Does this come first or does this come first? I feel like it's King of Scars, no? I might very well be wrong. Also, I'm assuming this has, yeah, this is like 500 pages. Okay, this is the next book for me in the Grishaverse whole saga. Did I love Shadow and Bone? No. I really did like Six of Crows. Crooked Kingdom. Why can't I say Crooked Kingdom? Crooked Kingdom was okay. So my hopes aren't particularly high, but I already own physical copies of these, so I'm just going to give them a go. What does give me hope is that I don't want to necessarily say who these follow, but the two main characters in here are my favourite characters that I've encountered so far in the whole series. So I am hoping, against all hope, that I'm actually going to like this one and that it might actually finally work for me. I've had very mixed luck, to be honest, with Leigh Bardugo's books. Most of them I haven't liked. But since I bought these ages ago and I just thought, since I already own them, I'm just going to give this duology at least the first one a go anyway. So book number 1 on our August TBR is King of Scars or Rule of Wolves, if that one comes first. I don't know. By Leigh Bardugo. Prompt number 2. Let's see. A book by an author who shares one of your initials. Okay, I got the same prompt last month. My initials are P, R and H. And I struggled last month, to be honest. There wasn't very many left on here that share an initial. Hazelwood, Ali Hazelwood, thank you. Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. I've been looking forward to this. Since I even knew that this book was going to exist, since I read Not in Love and saw these two characters, I've been very intrigued about their romance, so I'm so excited to read this one. It's an age gap romance between, I think, so we've got our female main character and then the love interest is like her brother's best friend who is a lot older than her. And I think they've had like a bit of a back and forth, never been in a relationship as far as I'm aware, but I think they've always had a bit of like tension for years. So I am very, very excited to read this. I think this will be one that I take on holiday with me. The only other one I noticed on here with my initial and that I do want to address, I worry that people are going to see this on my shelf and be very concerned about my morals. Let me make this abundantly clear. So this is a book written by one of the like weirdos, what were they called? Commandants who ran the Auschwitz-Birkenau camp. Want to make it very clear why this is on my shelf. This book in particular, it's not being sold like by anyone associated with this man. This was a book that has been introed and published, and all proceeds for this go to charities which support survivors of the camps. Want to make that abundantly clear. I honestly don't think I'll ever read this. I might as well just unhaul it. I have no actual interest in ever reading a word that comes out of any of these people's mouths at all. There is absolutely nothing that they can say ever to make me even feel a single shred of understanding for where they were coming from. Ever, ever, ever. I want to make that so abundantly clear that this is not on my shelf because I'm interested in what this man has got to say. It was purely a way for me to support a charity that was supporting survivors of this man being horrific. So I'm actually not going to put that back on the cart. I just put all the books I haven't read there and then don't really think about them. Just want to make that abundantly clear. I've read the intro, which is written by someone that wasn't a Nazi, and that was enough for me. Like, his commentary on the book is enough for me. He said that the book is horrific, heinous. So yeah, just wanted to make that one clear, that he's not there because I care what he has to say. Anyway, prompt number 3. Let's see what we've got. I've just picked out like 7 at a time. Let me look the other way while I choose just one. An audiobook. Okay, fun. We love an audiobook moment. Let me think. I don't actually have that many left on Audible. I don't have an active Audible subscription. The ones I've got on there are just ones I've had for ages that I haven't listened to. I think the only one coming to mind on there that I haven't started, I think there's To Kill a Kingdom. I can't remember who that's by or what it's about, and it's a YA fantasy, so I'm a bit hesitant to put that on there. I've been reading a lot of YA fantasy recently and not necessarily being obsessed with most of them. I have just read The Shepherd King duet. More to come in my wrap-up. Actually, will my wrap-up have gone up before this? No, I don't think so. More to come on that in my wrap-up, but on a whole, I've not been loving YA fantasy, so I'm hesitant to put that on. What I do have an audiobook of is Nocticadia by Kerry Lake, I think. And I've never read that. I think it's like a dark, bit of a taboo fantasy. So we'll give that one a go. We'll put that on. Nocticadia by Kerry Lake. That might be, you know, really nice to read around the pool about like murder and things. It's exactly the holiday vibe. Prompt number 4. Again, I've chosen 2. We'll just do both of them. The first one, a book from your 2025 TBR. So that is pretty much anything on the cart. But I'm going to try and choose something. Should we honestly just go for it and read the duology instead of starting like another series within a series that I'm not going to finish? Should we actually just put Rule of Wolves on the TBR as well? And if I don't like the first one, I won't read this. But if I do, we might as well just get both of them done in 1 month. That seems like a good idea to me. So Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo going on the TBR. And then the other prompt that I picked out at the same time. A title with 4 words. Okay, let me see if I've got anything. I remember now, I think I also got this prompt last month. Sorry, the camera's wobbling. I think I also got this prompt last month and there were only 2 options. The other one I chose, so I think this is the only one left, Story of My Life. I wanted to get this month anyway because I think this would be the perfect book to read around the pool. I'm just using it to cool me down because I'm so warm. I think I've been putting this off because it's long for a romance book and it tends to take me a long time to read those in day-to-day life, but I think if I just lay around the pool and just read this in a few sit-ins, it will be much quicker than me trying to read it at home. So Story of My Life, I don't really know what it's about. I think she lives in New York, which I like. I don't always enjoy books set in New York. That is an absolute lie, but it's a good start for me if a book is set in New York. And I have no idea what else. I think she's a writer, is she? Yes, she's also a writer, so fun. We'll see how it goes. It's got very mixed reviews, that book, but I will see how I feel. Prompt number 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, because we've got the audiobook. We've got 4 physical books and an audiobook. So prompt number 6, a book with a green cover. Why do I get the same ones every month? Oh, I know why. It's because I don't refresh them. I'm honestly not sure there is a book on here with a green cover that I mean, you can clearly see there are. But they are books in series where I haven't read the others. So I honestly think we're going to have to pick again, which I don't know that I've ever had to do. But I think we're just going to have to pick a new prompt. Unless we say, is this green? I suppose so. That has green on it. Okay, we'll go with this so that we don't have to pick again. This is a YA like mystery thriller, I think, about people in high school. They're like, I believe the popular girls, like, you know, that group of girls. I think it's about them. I don't always love insufferable characters and I have a feeling that some of these girls might be quite insufferable, but sometimes it is a fun time. I love Magnolia Parks and pretty much everyone in those books is insufferable, so we'll see. Prompt number 7. Sorry, I am having to go quite quick because I actually have to leave the house in 5 minutes. I'll pick 2 again, so we'll do 7 and 8. A book by a new to you author. Okay, is there anyone? Oh, there is. Nicholas Sparks. Oh, for God's sake. I've had both of these books on my TBR for such a long time, Dear John and The Notebook. I'm going to choose The Notebook because it's shorter. I don't know what it's about, but I've had both of these on my TBR for such a long time, and as far as I'm aware, I have never read anything by Nicholas Sparks. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I don't recall ever reading anything from him. I'll return from what? Okay, so I do actually really like historical fiction. Not that this is historical fiction, but he is returning from the war. So maybe it will have a sprinkling of like, I don't know, something that I like, hopefully. Again, I'll probably take this on holiday because it's really short and the font is huge, so I don't think it'll take me too long to read around the pool, so we'll put it on the TBR. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 8 that I picked up before, and then 2 more. Okay. A new adult book. Oh. Are these, I don't know what's new adult and what's adult. I don't know. Would we say like, I would say this is new adult, isn't it? The Briar You series by Elle Kennedy. I'm obsessed with Off Campus. I love that series with my whole heart. It holds a really special place in said heart. Love it. So let's go for this. I've been meaning to read this series for a really long time, and I think they are on Kindle Unlimited, so that'll be perfect. I probably won't take the physical copies on holiday because they're quite bulky, but I will probably read these on my Kindle again around the pool. Bit of a theme in this video. These are hockey romances, and the people all go to a university called Briar U. Very much a found family vibe. This is connected to the off-campus series. It comes like after it, but I don't think long after. I think like pretty much straight after. And some of the people in this series are like siblings and friends and things of the characters from off campus, which I think will be fun. I read the off campus series now like maybe like 4 years ago, so I think this is actually a really nice time to pick this up and reminisce and see some of those characters again. So I am very excited about that one. And then 2 more prompts. Prompt number 9, a mystery thriller. Okay, we've already got 1. Do I even have any other mystery thrillers? I don't, but we can maybe choose one on Kindle. I know I have Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney, and I've never read by Alice Feeney, so maybe let's go with that, because I've heard a lot of people like rave, not necessarily about that book. I think Rock Paper Scissors is her more popular one, but I don't think that's on KU. So maybe let's go with Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney and see how I feel about her as a writer, because I have heard fantastic things. Just for context, as you can probably tell by the TBR cart, I'm not a massive mystery thriller reader. I like them mostly when I read them, I just don't tend to pick them up that often. But I do enjoy one on holiday. Again, it's just like a really quick, they tend to be really quick to read. Prompt number 10, a book you bought because of BookTube. That is like most of my TBR at this point, which I do want to move away from a little bit in this year when I start buying books again. I haven't been buying books because I really want to clear this cart. But right now there are quite a lot of books on here. And I think I'm going to go with this because most of the books on here, so like Elsie Silver, I'm not really buying these because of BookTube or BookTok anymore. Same with like Release in 10. I'm buying these because I've now read quite a lot from those authors and really enjoyed their work. So I'm now buying the books because I like the author's other work. Does that make sense? Whereas this, I've only enjoyed one Christina Lauren book. So I'd kind of given up on them. But then this released and people online started saying it had a very similar vibe to, oh my god, what is the book called? Unhoneymooners, which is one of my favourite romance books. It's like ridiculous, but there's just something about that book that worked for me. And if this has got similar vibes, I can see myself really liking it. Again, it's more of like the vacation vibe, so I'm hoping it's just a fun rom-com kind of time. Again, we'll probably read this one on holiday. And I have been looking forward to this. So that is our final book of August, The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. And that concludes my August TBR. There's some really exciting books on here, and Nocticadia by Kerry Lake and Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. I'm really excited. I think I've got quite a lot of really good books on this TBR. I've been really trying in my TBRs to get books off the cart that I'm not as excited about, and I think I'm getting to a point now where there's a lot of books on here that I'm very, very excited to read, which is obviously always fun. But thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up down below if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!